My name is Chris Barclay, Bai Kun in Chinese. I'm from Seattle, Washington in the United States. I'm 48 years old. I came to study Mandarin in Beijing in 1988 when I was a senior in college. I've spent most of my adult life in China. I've always worked for myself, doing things that matter most to me. I love climbing mountains. This is my wife Nam. She's from the ancient Thai capital of Ayutthaya. She's a structural engineer, but she gave up her construction business to be a full-time mom. Nam is crazy about shopping, especially buying gifts for her friends. If you say she's beautiful, I wouldn't say Iban. We're both born in the year of the horse. Nam's 9 months older than me. I like to joke that she's the horse's head and I'm the horse's ass. 6 months after we met, we got married. I sold my house in Guangzhou and gave up my training business and moved to Chiang Mai. Nam and I bought a new house together and we were very happy. By spring 2008, at 43 years old, Nam was pregnant. Everything went well. The baby developed perfectly, and in January our daughter was born. We named her Natalie Grace. Natalie was born with jaundice, which is not unusual, but it's supposed to go away after a month, and it didn't. We took her to see the doctor, who thought she might need more time for the jaundice to fade, but a month later her skin was still yellow. We took her to a specialist who recommended some tests, and immediately we saw a serious problem. Her liver wasn't draining, and toxins were building up in her blood, a rare condition known as biliary atresia. The doctors recommended some medication, which we gave her for another month, but it didn't work. The doctors recommended bypass surgery, which would allow her liver to drain into her small intestine. We arranged the procedure 1 week later, and she came out of the surgery well. But within a week, the jaundice returned. More medication, more tests, more waiting. By this time, Natalie was 6 months old and starting to struggle. Her belly swelled from cirrhosis, she lost weight, her eyes were turning yellow. The doctor said her liver was failing, and the only thing we could do was a transplant. We didn't have time to find a donor, so I decided I would donate part of my liver. We scheduled the surgery for 5 days later, as Natalie's condition was becoming critical. It took more than 8 hours, the two of us side by side in the operating room, but I don't remember anything. Under anesthesia, you don't even dream. There's no sense of time. It's like waking up in the future. I remember the surgeon telling me as I woke up that everything went well, that Natalie was in recovery, but within 24 hours she developed some swelling in her head, which turned out to be a blood clot in her brain. The only way to save her was to open up her skull to reduce pressure. The surgeons went in, but the blood clot was too deep, and there was nothing more they could do. Natalie fell into a coma and was brain dead. Nam and I agreed the only choice was to let her go. I stayed behind in the recovery room, and Nam went down to say goodbye, to hold her one last time, and disconnect her from life support. It's Thai tradition to have a funeral immediately and cremate the dead, so we held a service in the hospital the next day. It was the worst day of our lives. We tried to have another baby as soon as possible, but after months we still couldn't get pregnant. We went to see specialists, Nam took hormones, we counted days, but nothing. A year went by. 18 months. We tried IVF and failed twice. We were both frustrated and disappointed. When a friend invited us to come to Shashi, it seemed like an opportunity to forget about things for a while. We spent 4 days at the Old Theater Inn and visited all the sites, including the Pear Orchard Temple. Nam, being a practicing Buddhist, immediately recognized Songtse Guanyin, the Buddhist goddess of fertility. She asked for some incense and began to pray to her. I thought it was a moving gesture, but not being a religious person, I didn't think much of it. A month later, having returned to Chiang Mai, Nam, now 45 years old, was pregnant. Hannah Alisala Barclay was born January 14, 2012. Blood tests after she was born showed her to be perfectly healthy. We felt she was a miracle. In Buddhist tradition, when you pray to the temple and your prayer is answered, you should give something back in thanks. I went back to Shashi a few months later and told the village elders that I wanted to renovate the temple. The government was very supportive, helped me negotiate with the village to take stewardship of the temple for the next 30 years. I wanted to create a visitor's center in one of the temple's many empty rooms, which would help promote responsible tourism in Shashi, especially in nearby villages. The local people strongly encouraged our work. Every floor, every rafter, every roof tile, every piece of stone, we rebuilt the temple from the ground up. We spent 2 million renminbi over 2 years, and what you see is the product of these great local craftsmen, some of the best carpenters and stonemasons in all of China. So now you know our story and how this temple has been transformed by my family's gratitude. I hope you'll say a prayer here for those you love, and that those prayers will be answered.